So welcome us into this wholeness meditation as we allow ourselves to arrive in this space. We start feeling the breath, just being aware of the breath as it comes in, turns round and goes out again, feeling the natural flow of the breath, the sensations of the breath, movement of the breath, rhythm of the breath. Just feeling the naturalness of the breath. We're not trying to make it anything or do anything with it. We're just noticing how the body naturally falls and flows through the rhythm of the breath. It's coming in, turning round and going out again. That natural flow of the breath, the natural turn of the breath. As we step into this rhythm, this cyclical nature of the breath. As we breathe into this, feeling how our whole body resonates with this natural rhythm of the breath. And I'm going to invite us all to reach through this first rhythm of the breath into the second rhythm of the breath. Just feeling that deeper rhythm that we feel called to beyond the first rhythm of the breath. We feel that deeper rhythm we feel called to, dropping into it, immersing ourselves into it, feeling this deeper rhythm, and just breathing with this for a moment. Feeling the body that breathes in the second rhythm of the breath. Noticing the energy that breathes. Notice the sensations and perceptions that we have in the second rhythm of the breath. Notice their differences from the first rhythm of the breath. Breathing right in and deeper into the second rhythm of the breath. Feeling how far it goes, how wide it is. How far it goes. Is it in the body? Does it invite us to go beyond the body? And feeling how far the second rhythm of the breath goes and takes us on its journey. As we feel ourselves in the second rhythm of breath, immersed in it, fully immersed in this second rhythm of the breath. Every cell of our being resonating with it, in time with it, clarity of it. I'm going to invite you now, as we feel this second rhythm of the breath, to reach through it to an even deeper rhythm of the breath. Feeling if there's an even deeper rhythm we feel called to breathe at. That third rhythm of the breath. That deepest rhythm of the breath. Breathing it in, feeling it flowing through our body, and breathing out again. Noticing how far this breath goes, this third rhythm of the breath. Breathing it in, we feel how vast it is as we breathe out. Breathing with this third rhythm of the breath. Can we find an edge to it? Or is it limitless? If it's limitless, breathing into this limitless space that we are, that we breathe, that we experience in this breath. Literally feeling the vastness that it takes us into. Feeling what is encompassed in this vastness, this eternity, this space, this sense of being. And from this sense of being, I invite us all to picture ourselves on top of a mountain or a hill, a place that feels right for us, where we see all that is before us. And from this third rhythm of the breath, we invite all of us here to be present, fully inhabiting our body, experiencing our sense of being, feeling the totality of the breath that we breathe and all that is before us. Breathing into it, embracing it, feeling the breath coming into our body with this reception, this recognition of what we are, occupying our sense of body and being, noticing that they're one and the same thing. And yet the being is not limited to the body, but to all that we experience. As we stand here, feeling our feet on the ground, our calves, shins, knees, thighs, upper legs, hips, abdomen, torso, head, fully involved in the awareness of the body being, inhabiting this body, our presence on the top of this hill, seeing that all that is before us, all that is included in our sense of being, recognizing what we've gathered from the past, our experiences that have taught us and brought us to this point, recognizing all that is before us and the lessons yet to come. Notice how we're embracing these lessons one at a time or collectively, whatever feels appropriate, and how appropriate that feels as we bring that energy into our body of learning, of growth, of presence. Feeling the breath of this journey through the third rhythm of the breath and the awareness it brings, the sensations and perceptions we have through the third rhythm of the breath in this body that is present on this hilltop, acknowledging all that we are, breath, body, being, Notice how body is grown from all the foods and nourishment from Mother Earth, from the air, the waters, the creatures that have all played a part in our life. The bees that pollinate the flowers that bring beauty into our life. As we recognise the beauty of the flower, we recognise the beauty within our own being, with our own sense of self. Breathing it in, the vitality of it, of the life that comes with this beauty. How deeply this takes us into our own body and being. Breathing with it and time with it through the senses and perceptions of the third rhythm of the breath. And as we come back to the second rhythm of the breath, bringing the lessons, the knowledge and the wisdom from the third breath back with us through into the second rhythm of the breath. Acknowledging this moment, this perception, this experience through the second rhythm of the breath and its senses and perceptions. Notice the wholeness that we carry with us, that we bring with us, that we found inside our own body, our own being, our own experience. Breathing with us, getting used to it. We can breathe with each experience, individually or collectively, whatever is comfortable. It allows us to recognize this experience and this collection of experiences, lessons, knowledge, wisdom, and learnings that we bring with us. Back into the first breath again, feeling the gentleness that comes with us from this journey, from the recognition of our own being as we stand on this hilltop. With this first rhythm of the breath, we come back into the body, the presence of where we are, what we're doing, and who we're with, which includes the mountain, the hill, Mother Earth, the life and vitality that comes with us. As we look forward now from this place of wholeness, looking at what lays before us as we step into it when we're ready. Just breathing with us until we feel ready. As we feel our breath and the sense of wholeness we've brought with us, we take our first step into this journey we call life. Noticing what it's like to come from this place of wholeness, of integration, of breath, of rhythm, of recognition, of beauty, and inhabiting our own experience. All else is distraction. We're inhabiting our own experience as we step forward, taking the beginning step of this journey, stepping forward into our path and our alignment and breath from here. Noticing how it now breathes from a connected space, an aligned space, acknowledging who and what we are as we stand here and move fully present, fully inhabiting our own body, our own being, our own path, recognized through the breath, through our presence. As we come back to the here and now when we're ready, only when we're ready do we come back to where we are, what we're doing, who we're with, and what this journey is really about when we're fully present, noticing how we see the whole us when we're fully present, standing in our wholeness, the self-recognition that comes with it and allows us to step forward in an empowered, aligned and whole way, welcoming our hearts into this space, the breath and the life and vitality that comes with this breath, this acknowledgement and sense of presence. Thank you. We come back to the body, feeling our head, neck, shoulders, torso, abdomen, hips, thighs, knees, calves, shins, feet, here in our head, being aware of where we are, what we're doing, who we're with, if anyone, coming back to the here and now.